My fellow Americans, good morning to you. And good morning to those of you who will do the most amazing thing in our republic today in 5 states. And I mean vote. Voting for our elected officials is the most important, the strongest, the best representation of our American democracy. And it's up to you, my fellow Americans, to vote for the candidate who you feel is the strongest and represents our values and could voice those values in our state houses, in our mayor's offices, in the halls of Congress in Washington, D.C. It is not only a right, it is a fundamental right of all of us to exercise this amazing gift that our founders, the founders of this nation, gave to all of us over the course of time. In this, the new millennium, the American millennium, please be sure to vote. Though for many of us, when we exercise this amazing gift, the American voting power that we all have and all share, some of us feel like our elected officials don't hear exactly the things that we want. And this is not a political argument. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, if you're an independent, a Green Party or a Tea Party or no party, we still want to be sure and instill in our elected officials the importance of pushing our values in the conversations about public policy and the direction of our country. And so, I have a call out, a challenge for you, especially for those of us in what I believe is the most important of our sectors of our economy. And no, it is not the retail sector. And sadly, it is not the manufacturing sector. It is those of us, the men and women who every day wake up and work in the nonprofit sector. We are the 3rd largest sector in America and slowly becoming the 2nd. The need for our work, human services, environment, arts and culture, education, all of these sector points define and build on our cities, our towns, our municipalities, our regions. It takes the nonprofit sector to build a community. How do I know this? Go around to your chambers of commerce. Visit a city anywhere around you. Visit your own city hall and ask them about, hey, if I started a business, tell me about this town. Why should I be here? And they will tell you about their great school systems and their houses of worship and their strong environmental paths of sidewalks and bike paths and exercise venues and their arts and culture of their theaters and their nightlife, their education system for your children. They speak in the terms of the nonprofit sector. Here in Pennsylvania, where I am, almost 16%, even more than 16 coming on the next census, will be workers of the nonprofit sector. That's political power. And so I say to you, my fellow Americans, in any state, in all states, in this great land of ours, you're frustrated with the rhetoric. The suits that people are in front of you talking from seem to be hollow. You feel like there's no voice for you in each of the parties. And I say you're right. I say forget the parties. Don't worry about Democrats and Republicans, Tea Parties, Green Parties. Be independent thinkers. Understand what it is that you need. Understand what your community is looking for. Understand that it's you. It's you with the power, with the voice. Disrupt the sectors. Disrupt your politicians. Say to them, all of them, in one voice, it's time for us to be heard, and it's time for you to lead. So go to the polls, smile, vote for the person you think you can be with, and then get active. It's not enough to pull the ballot. The next steps are the key steps. Vote today and get active tomorrow. I'm DK, and I approved this message. Go vote.